Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, July 30th. I am your host, Michael Taylor. Welcome to the program. We've got a great one for you. And let me start by saying, and a little later in the program, I've got not one but two pairs of tickets to give away for the Laguna Beach Festival of the Arts Fine Art Show. We're going to also announce our winner from last week, so stay tuned. End of the show, we'll be giving more tickets away. But for right now, I want to tell you about what's on the show today. We've got a good one. Advanced Ear Care, Stuart Spencer's going to be here. He's going to be talking about AI tech in your ear and how that's helping people hear a little better in all sorts of circumstances, as well as how hot summer days can affect your hearing. Believe it or not, it's true, so we'll talk about that as well. Then later in the program, author and artist Nancy Clan-Morin's going to be here. She's going to be telling you about her latest book and how she turns garbage into glam. So stay tuned for that. You're not going to believe it. It's something you have to see to believe for sure. But for right now, we're going to get you staying informed. And for that, we're going to take you out and tell you about the Senior Federal Resource Fair that's going to be out here. It's going to be coming up on August 19th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's going to help connect federal agencies like the VA, Social Security, IRS centers, Medicare and Medicaid services, and more to you. So make sure you get connected with all of those resources. It's brought to us by Representative Young Kim. She's going to be sponsoring that one and hosting that one for everybody. You do need to RSVP. Phone number there at your bottom of your screen, as well as the email account. You can also go to the Village website, click on What's Up in the Village, and you will find this. And there's a link there. You can do a direct link on your computer as well. So all different ways to register. But make sure you register for this event for Monday, August 19th. It's going to be a good one, connecting you to resources you may not know that you're eligible for. So it's a great way to start your day and do that coming up in August. Okay, let's take a look outside. And remember how I was bragging about this, that the marine layer wasn't going to make it all the way into Laguna Woods, so we probably wouldn't get any clouds? Well, Mother Nature made me a liar. We do have the clouds this morning, but it's breaking up already in our 9 a.m. hour. I'm doubling down on my stubbornness and digging my heels in and saying we're not going to get the marine layer for the rest of the week, so I got mostly sunny for the rest of the week as the temperatures start to climb as we head into the weekend. We'll see if I'm right tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset. And we got a beautiful picture here from Lori Maloa. She sent this from Scotland. She was in Ireland. She was in Scotland. It sounds like it was an amazing trip. And the pictures are telling the truth about that one, too. It looks like it was a great trip. Sunrise this morning was 6:02. Sunset tonight, 7:51. If you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to see it. You don't have to have gone all the way over to Europe to do that. You can take pictures right here. Sunrise, sunset, great places, pets, places you've been. Send them to us. Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we will put it in our sunrise, sunset segment. Okay, we got a couple of meetings to tell you about. Then when we come back, we'll be talking to Stuart Spencer from Advanced Ear Care. Stay with us.
At Motion Drip, we believe in proactive wellness. Our IV therapy is designed to give you the well-being you deserve. With increased vitamin absorption directly into your bloodstream, it will replenish your body with hydration and nutrients to support your body's functions, increase energy levels, slow signs of aging, improve muscle recovery, and boost stamina. We are located right outside of Gate 8 on Moulton Parkway. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your appointment today, as we will be your proactive partner in wellness.
Welcome to Envision Eye Centers, conveniently located next to Laguna Woods. We offer cutting-edge technology that meets unsurpassed service.
You and your eyes are my priority. We will treat you with the utmost care and compassion.
Some might offer local exams, but they'll send you on a trek for surgery. Skip the unnecessary travel.
You can be confident that we will deliver the best outcome for your eyes.
Schedule your consultation today and see the world clearly. Call us or visit our website. No inconvenience, just expert care.
You have a club for every scenario. A driver for the long holes. Wedges to get you over the hazards. And a putter for when you need a touch of finesse. What about your retirement? Will you have enough to play the back nine? Call to set your 15-minute phone visit today and let's find out. Get a second set of eyes on your retirement plan.
Go beyond better hearing with artificial intelligence. At Advanced Ear Care, we've taken regular hearing care to a new level with artificial intelligence performance. This provides smarter, clearer balance of sound. artificial intelligence identifies background noises and reduces them so you can hear the soft-spoken speech clearly. Don't be afraid of this technology. It works automatically. Put them on and hear better all day in all situations. Hear the conversations clearly with family, friends, and caregivers. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Welcome back to the program. We're going to be talking about all things ears and hearings, and to do that, we welcome Stuart Spencer from Advanced Ear Care.
There you go.
I'm going to lose my mind a little bit. Thanks for joining us, as always.
Of course, nice to be here, Michael.
Yeah, and so one of the things you guys do, I mean, your core mission is helping people hear better. And what are some of the things you do in terms of the new technology or the assessments you do? When someone walks into your office, what's the 1, 2, 3s of going into the center?
Boy, it depends on, exactly what we're trying to accomplish, but of course, we always want to make sure they're hearing the best they can, and, we do that, through technology,
right?
And then we have a process called a verified best hearing process that we'll be doing in our clinic, August 6th, actually, where people can come in with their existing hearing aids, and we can test them, with word tests and see exactly, what percentage of words they're getting right or wrong.
Now, should people be afraid of the new technology? Is it making things harder or simpler? I mean, because, the technology in your phone, like most people, I don't know what half these apps do kind of thing. So what happens when you put it in your ear?
Yeah, we really get that a lot, and of course, with the age bracket we're looking at, people seem to really embrace it or are afraid of it,
Okay.
And so now, what's so fantastic is basically, people can just put on the hearing aids, wear them, and hear better. They're faster, smarter with all the artificial intelligence. It's all digital algorithms. So once we can break those sounds out, we can manage them. And so people are just putting them on, wearing them, hearing better in noise. It's just fantastic.
So the AI can distinguish between maybe the air conditioner we have running overhead right now and you and I talking, it can help cancel that kind of stuff out, or is that what's going on with the AI?
That's right. It looks for speech and quiet, noise, machine noise, wind noise. What's fascinating is you can hear wind noise outside,
right,
and it won't cancel it, but if it comes across the microphone, it'll cancel it.
Okay.
So they're getting pretty sharp, with the way they're managing all these sounds, and it really makes a big impact because, small changes make a big difference with hearing clarity. And so in those noisy situations, this technology works fantastic.
Now, I have the ability, in my ears, as we all do, to not focus on the other things going around and focus just on what you and I are talking about right here, focus on your voice. Do we lose that as we get older, as our hearing kind of starts to, degenerate a little bit?
Yeah, it's a great point, Michael. That's exactly what happens. So everything just seems to blur together, and people have a real hard time pulling that speech out of the noise. And so it's shifting that signal to noise ratio that's so powerful today with this kind of technology, because that separation, the ability to have that separation is very difficult for people that have hearing impairment.
And when that happens, then people start to lose connection because they don't want to go to big parties, they don't want to go to events, they don't want to have the big family dinners because they can't, they're isolated from the conversations, right?
Yeah. So one of two things happen, right? They're really frustrated or they're embarrassed because they'll start to say something that's already been talked about or something that's totally irrelevant to the conversation.
Right.
And so they just, get embarrassed or they're just frustrated. They're trying and trying. They're working overtime. It's amazing to see the relaxation that somebody experiences when they hear better. It's like, oh, thank you, So it takes a lot of that away.
Yeah, there's good and bad with the deregulation of hearing aids. People can get them at Costco, people can do whatever, and sometimes they put them in and it works great. But if people are like, this off-the-shelf thing isn't quite working for me, what can you guys do for them?
Yeah, we see a lot of that now. It's been really exciting, frankly. People say, oh, well, isn't that affecting? It's like, no, people still need to hear better.
Right.
And when they wear those products, they know they're not, or they're sore or they're squealing or whatever it is. So, what we're offering is people to come in and trade in those hearing aids.
Okay.
And we'll give them a discount on something that works a lot better, it's more appropriate for them, and really analyze exactly what their personal needs are and really develop a product and a fitting that really works well for them.
Now, is there a big difference in affordability with the stuff off the shelf and going to professionals and doing that?
Today it's remarkable. We have great technology at all price points. We have the top of the line stuff. A lot of people don't need that.
Right.
They can have a medium or even a lower tier type of technology and hear great. So this technology has really affected all those different levels. And of course, we handle all third parties, with insurance billings. And so, a lot of those insurance parties will provide hearing aids for them, or at least something towards those purchases. So we handle all that stuff for them.
Okay. Now, as great as the AI tech and all that kind of stuff is in our ears that we have now, some things aren't immune to weather, right? We had hot summer days, and that can affect how the hearing aids perform. How's that?
Yeah, it's basically it's heat and moisture, right?
Okay.
Moisture's the worst enemy of any electronic device. Honestly, with some of the higher end products today, they're waterproof, so it's not an issue. But the majority of the hearing aids tend to start to become a little weaker, sound a little fuzzy, those type of things. So they really have to make sure to come in and have a maintenance. We blow them out, clean them out, dehydrate them, change the mic covers, the receiver, wax guards, those types of things, and it makes a big difference.
So if I'm outdoors, I'm active, I'm playing pickleball, I'm playing golf, whatever it might be, and I'm wearing the hearing aids, but I'm sweating, or I'm getting sunscreen on them, whatever it might be, so that can get in there and kind of mess with the tech?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like I say, those small changes really can cut down 20-25% of the performance.
Really?
It's huge.
Okay. Well, that's no good.
So
We don't want
maintenance
that.
is always good.
So come in there for a change of tires, rotate them, and get a check on the ears.
That's right.
You guys put out a newsletter monthly, which I didn't know. You just sent it to me, and I was going through it. You guys have a lot of cool stuff in there, not the stuff we always talk about here.
Right. We've done this for 15 years, right? People love this newsletter. We have fun stuff. Looney laws, we call it, you can't put an ice cream cone in your pocket in Louisiana, those type of silly things. But some real relevant things to hearing, and then just some historical, perspectives on, people that, really made a relevant difference in the world. And just, a lot of good articles, what to do when you're traveling, hand the bus driver a card saying this is the, stop I want to get off at. Just simple things that they can do to really ease their life. And it's an enjoyable newsletter. People really seem to respond well to it.
Now, one of the recent ones you had a little feature about Helen Keller, which I think, people have heard of, but like the remarkable thing she overcame to be able to open the world's eyes to the hearing impaired and the sight impaired.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of those articles, and they're really fascinating. And so people enjoy that as well as the hearing related issues and that type of thing. But we think we have a pretty good balance in there, and people will enjoy it. All they have to do is just call us, and we'll be happy to subscribe them to it. And there's no cost, of course. And,
there you go.
Yeah, I think they'd enjoy it.
So when people walk into your office, on what are the biggest complaints that people have now that maybe you weren't seeing 20 years ago? Because I know, when I was growing up, you had earphones on, but they weren't maybe as loud, or they didn't go into your ears as much. And now, with the older adults or some of the younger people, they're really blasting in their ears, and they're really, they're playing it loud that I can hear it, and that's in their ears. Do you see more hearing damage now than you did in the past?
Oh, of course. It's a noisy world.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a lot more teen hearing loss. It's not necessarily exclusively the loudness, of course that matters, but it's the longevity, and they're wearing those things for hours and listening to loud music. That's a problem. Causes a lot of hearing damage. Protect your hearing.
Yeah, and is there anything anybody can do in terms, besides protect hearing, that can enhance or maintain? Are there supplements people do? Are there things like that? Or is it really, once it's gone, it's gone?
No, the best thing they can do is wear hearing aids.
Okay.
The fact is, you don't hear in your ear, you hear in your brain. So when you're not wearing them, you're not stimulating that.
Okay.
So all the research, right, that's come out in the last 15 years shows if people have hearing loss and they're not stimulating it, they start to lose their discrimination ability. And so if they're stimulating it, they maintain that for the most part, and it's really important.
Good stuff, as always. Thank you. I'll be looking out for that newsletter. Maybe I'll subscribe.
There you go.
Stuart Spencer from Advanced Ear Care, thanks for joining us once again.
Thank you, Michael. Nice to be here.
And when we come back, we're going to be talking about how one author turned artist is turning garbage into glam. Stay with us.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We follow the mantra, when family can't be there, we can. We started our business almost 30 years ago because we realized that seniors in these situations still need loving care. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
Tickets are on sale now at the Pack for the California Club's entertainment event, Kenny Cetera's Chicago Experience, a tribute to the band Chicago. Saturday, August 3rd, 7:30 p.m. at the Pack. Kenny and his 7-piece band with a 3-horn section will produce the true sound of the original Chicago band. The evening will highlight all the best of Chicago with songs like 25 or 6 to 4, Hard to Say I'm Sorry, and If You Leave Me Now, and more. You don't want to miss this one.
Who is RadNet? You've probably heard our name and seen our commercials, but you still might not know who we are. RadNet is the largest provider of outpatient imaging services in the United States, with over 8,000 employees and almost 400 imaging centers in 7 states. Likely, if you have had diagnostic imaging, you have experienced RadNet's high-quality, cost-effective imaging services. With 35 years of expertise, RadNet is leading into the future with advanced technology and the very latest AI technology. We are positioned for the future of healthcare. RadNet, leading radiology forward.
You know, most books come in book jackets. This is the first time I've met an author who comes in her own book jacket. Well, I want to welcome Nancy Clan-Marin to the program. She's an author and clearly artist, and we'll talk about that in a second too. But tell me about this book jacket you made for yourself.
Well, it sort of goes along with some of the art that I
Right.
made. But this one was primarily, I usually go to the Santa Barbara Writers Conference every year. And there's a cocktail party out by the pool, and I'm never in any of the pictures. So.
Oh, I guarantee
So
guarantee you were in the pictures.
This year I made up for all those times.
A marketing whiz as well. So you've written 3 books, and I want to kind of get into that. But you didn't spend your career as a writer. You didn't have this aspirations early on in life as to be a writer, right?
Right. I was in marketing and advertising.
Clearly.
And I just got an idea for a story, so I tried to get a bunch of my friends that I knew to write it, and they said, your story, you write it. So I thought it was too big of a project, so I started writing short stories. And then one session in a workshop, I was reading a portion of a short story, and the teacher says, so what are you doing for the next 4 years? Because that's a novel. I said, no, I don't do that. He planted the seed. About a year later, I thought, I'll give it a try. And it turned into this book called The Clock of Life. And it ultimately won 5 awards.
Right.
So
the background on that is it's set in the South. It's set with a young man who befriends an African American, and that kind of it kind of talks about the turmoil of the civil rights and all of that in that story, right?
Yes, and the boy's father had been killed in the Vietnam War, and so the history of the civil rights movement and the Vietnam War are woven through the story, and how they affect an entire town.
And the great way about delivering that story is you don't have to tell the whole story; you just tell those characters, right? And it kind of resonates with people when it personalizes it.
Yes.
It's amazing. And so now your latest book, Love and Protest, is a little bit, it's like it starts with kind of a fun find or interesting find from a secondhand shop, and somebody finds a book or a diary in a drawer, right?
That's right. Harper finds a diary, and it was written by a girl her same age, but it was written in 1967. And that girl who wrote the diary, she went out to San Francisco for the Summer of Love. So not unlike the first novel, she gets involved in the anti-war movement out there. The girl who finds the diary gets pretty wrapped up in, Libby is the girl who wrote it, and she finds purpose in joining the Black Lives Matter movement. So it's pretty much about the fact that everyday people can get involved and make a difference. It's a
Well, from
social
someone
act.
who didn't ever think they were to be an author,
Right.
who had no inkling to even write the story, wanted to give it away to somebody else, this
Right.
seed has kind of grown in you. You're in your third book now. Is this your second act? I mean, do you feel like this is who you are now?
Yes. Yeah.
What's that
Well,
transformation?
You know what? I hadn't.
Yeah. What's that transformation been like?
Well, it has been, like a whole new definition. Becoming part of the author's, life or a writer's life, and now having all sorts of writer friends.
So you listened to that little seed that was planted way back when, and it's turned into a whole new thing.
I did, and I have. What I did was I took some of those short stories and put them in this collection
second book,
called,
right?
like The Flies on the Patio, and there's, I think, maybe 11 of the stories that I had fiddled around with for years.
I think a lot of people, they'll have, I think I have this idea for a story, and I've met people who've said that, kind of thing. How does it hit you, and what do you do about it? Being someone who does something about it, do you start writing down just little notes to yourself, and maybe this will be something, maybe it won't?
Yeah, it's, everybody does it differently. I went and took a class in writing at UCI, creative writing, and that stimulated the short story and taught me, it's just know it's hard. And, no, it's not going to be good the first time you write it.
Right.
And rewriting is writing.
That's the rewriting is the process I've heard in terms of screenwriters, authors, anything like that. Rewriting is really the process where you figure it all out. And you go, oh, that didn't work here. That
Right, and what are apples doing? And
why did I even go that direction? So you're not only an author, but you're an artist, and you have turned garbage into glam, as I kind of previewed.
Yes,
when we were talking about it.
yes.
So what inspired you to start doing yet a third act in your life?
Well, I had always made art out of stuff I collected on walks,
Okay.
down by the beach. I did a lot of things with palm cloth,
Okay.
wrapping, making wall hangings. So just the collecting stuff and making something out of it turned into fashion.
Okay.
I got them off the wall.
And I saw some of your things were really cool. You had this one kind of the fish netting that some vegetables and fruits come into, and you made a whole outfit out of that. And,
That's right.
It's some wild stuff. What made you think that this was it's not a bad idea, but what made you think this is an idea that can work and I can do this? You're not a dressmaker either, were you
No,
ever?
no, and my first tries are not here.
This is not the first draft of any of these.
That's right. Yeah, these are the final drafts, and the lottery ticket one was the most challenging. There's 1,600 lottery tickets in the skirt, and I folded them origami.
Oh my goodness.
That one, I recruited my husband, and in the evenings we'd watch a movie
And he said,
we'd
never
fold.
again. We better.
And then
One of these better be a winner.
He started. I know. But I did end up going to CVS and digging through the wastebasket next to the lottery tickets.
I was going to ask you, did you buy? That was our next question. Did you buy all those tickets yourself? Your husband must have been furious.
No, they were gifted, we'll say.
Gifted, picked up along the way, and part of your theme of turning trash into treasure. So there you go.
Yes.
Do you theme them out? Do you like name the dresses? Do you say this is this dress and this represents this?
Yes, I have. Each one of my pieces is on a mannequin. The mannequins are recycled from a company that had them on Craigslist.
Okay.
So I name them. I name every one of my girls. I call them my girls. And so that in turn becomes, what the outfit is called.
She's an author, she's an artist, she's a dressmaker, she's a jacket maker, she does it all. Nancy Clanmarin, resident here of Laguna Woods Village, thank you so much for joining us. Her latest books can be found on Amazon, anywhere books are sold. Love and Protest is the latest one. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Michael.
When we come back, we've got some tickets for you for the Festival of the Arts. Stay with us.
When we talk about cancer, we talk about how we're going to beat it. We talk about the 100 million lives impacted every year because of City of Hope's discoveries, and our team of more than 1,600 cancer specialists, all dedicated to ending cancer and giving you hope.
We're going to give away some tickets, but first I want to tell you about the winner, and that is Marion Lewis won the last week's tickets, and she's going to be picking them up from us here at the station. And now we want to give away some more tickets. We have tickets to the Festival of the Arts Fine Arts Show. It's running from now all the way through August 30th, and each pass is a VIP admission to the show. You get to meet the artists, meet the creators. Maybe there'll be somebody in there in a book jacket. You never know, but we're going to give those away. So email us right now, lagunawoodsvillage@tv@gmail.com, and you'll be able to pick up the tickets right here at Village Television up on the 3rd floor of the community center. Hope you win. Send those emails now. Quick check of the weather. It's going to be a warm one today, but even warmer as we go through the week. And we're going to get some high pressure locked in over the weekend. So lots of sunny skies for the weekend, lots of warm temperatures, but enjoy the cooler temps that we have them right now. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha Na Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.